Hi, parents. I'm back with this week's word work. I wanted to backtrack a little bit to what I talked about last week and dictation. And I know I've mentioned it a couple times in a row, but I wanted to talk really about the heart and soul of the word work that we're doing and how dictation really plays a role. And this is what your students are hearing in class because they have already participated in one spelling analysis and they will continue to do so. The process is called spelling analysis. During spelling analysis, students will discover how phonograms work together to spell words. It's not a typical spelling list or spelling test where you memorize how to spell a word by how it looks or by memorizing letter names. Rather, it's a chance to discover why words are spelled the way they are and read the way they are. This will help you to develop the skills to spell any word. So it goes back to that logic of English where we can apply that pattern, that rule to any word. And that's important. We need to be able to do that as readers and spellers. So your students have just barely had that first time of spelling analysis, but that's really the heart and soul of what we've been doing in word work. So that's one of the pieces that I wanted to touch on again. That idea that they're going to listen to sounds, they're going to record the sounds, but they're going to analyze the pattern that they see. And they're going to keep practicing that pattern over and over again. Coming up, they're going to continue to review those phonemes, those phonogram patterns, and also the grammar patterns that they've been already talking about, plurals and things like that. This coming week, fifth grade is really going to dive down deep into vocabulary. And vocabulary instruction is really important for readers for many, many reasons. It's a foundational skill in terms of there are 5 pillars of literacy: fluency, phonemic awareness, phonics, vocabulary, and comprehension. Vocabulary plays a key role in comprehension. A student can have really high vocabulary but not be able to read the words. And we need to be able to have that accuracy because of phonics and phonemic awareness. We need to have that in place in order for them to be able to apply that higher level vocabulary that they may already have based on their experiences in life. Vocabulary building can happen from experiences in life and places that they go, things that they talk about with their families at home. It's not just through reading. Vocabulary is built through life experiences as well. We're diving down deep in this word work to look at vocabulary in another way. Where do words come from? That's morphology. Do we get them from the Latin roots, from French language, from Greek language? Where do these words come from? How can we break them apart? So, for example, fifth graders are going to be really diving into prefixes and suffixes and root words, which is important. And what does that mean? What does a prefix mean? What does a suffix mean? What does the root word tract mean? That's a Latin word chunk that means something. It means actually to pull. And they're going to be learning that. Then they're going to be applying that spelling pattern for those prefixes and suffixes in their daily word work writing. And they will also be working on dictation with those sounds in them as well. Third grade and fourth grade are going to be working on phrase dictations in the coming week, multi-syllable words for dictation, and they're going to be diving into their own vocabulary and how to build that vocabulary in terms of, instead of a good bed, how could you say that another way? Why is it good? Oh, it's a soft bed, that kind of thing. Vocabulary plays a really big piece in, can you break down multi-syllable words, and can you figure out what that prefix or suffix or root word means and how that changes the meaning of the word. That's how it really plays a role in both decoding and comprehension. Without vocabulary skills, comprehension can be really low. All grade levels will be diving more deeply into vocabulary through word work time this year. Fifth grade just is diving in sooner because it's something that they're ready for. They need to get going on it quickly. Later on this year, third grade will be doing their own vocabulary in terms of compound words and word structures, synonyms, antonyms, same with fourth grade, synonyms and antonyms and things like that. What you can do to help at home Again, continue to have those discussions about words. Keep reading, keep having those experiences because they do play a role in vocabulary. When students come to a big word, break it down. Let's see, is there a prefix there? What does that prefix mean? And how does that change the meaning of the word? So those are all things that you can do at home. As always, if you have questions or you want to talk more about word work, I'm always here and ready to help you. Have a great one.